Welcome to Homework Lib.
To find the confidence intervals for sigma squared and sigma, we can use the chi-square distribution and the sample data. So given the sample data, we know that sample size is 4 and alpha is 0.1 at the 90% level. And so for part A, the confidence interval for sigma squared, to find the confidence interval for sigma squared, we need to use chi-square distribution with n-1 degrees of freedom. So let's calculate the sample variance. And that is 13.7. The sample variance is adding up the difference between the elements and their mean squared, and then dividing by n-1. Then we calculate the critical values of the chi-square distribution for a 90% confidence level and n-1 degrees of freedom. We need to find the chi-square values that correspond to half of the alpha, so that's 0.05, and 1 minus half the alpha, that's 0.95. So using a chi-square distribution table or software, the critical values with 3 degrees of freedom are the chi-square lower, is 7.815, and the chi-square upper is 2.216. So the confidence interval for the variance would be n-1 times the variance over the lower. Actually, I have that backwards from the table, but you're still going to divide by the bigger one. That's going to be the lower boundary, and the upper boundary would be n-1 times the variance over 0.216. That is your interval. So in this case, that's going to be 4 minus 1 or 3 times 13.7, well, 13.7. So 3 times 13.7 over 7.815 is 5.259, and the upper boundary divided by 0.216 is 190.278. The confidence interval for sigma, the standard deviation, is going to be the square root of the variances. And so that's going to be the square root of 5.259 and the square root of 190.278. Which would be 2.293 and 13.794.